Hello and welcome back to Do-It-Yourself Smart Code. In this video I want to show you how to develop a simple web app in BOLT.DIY and deploy it on GitHub Pages. So let's start. I prepared a task list as always, so let's start with the first bullet, which is the prompt settings I want to show you. I use the optimized prompt here in the settings. So you have to enable experimental providers if you want to use the same. And I disable these two settings. What else do we got? I'm on 0.0.5 version, which is the nightly version, so the main branch at the moment. So, but doesn't matter. Should also work on the stable branch. So don't worry. Okay, that was the first one. Let's go and start with implementing the web app. So I prepared here a prompt, so we can quickly go through it. So it should implement a FAQ and troubleshooting page for Bolt itself. So I basically tell it that we want to deploy it afterwards on GitHub Pages. It should have a few features like a language toggle, dark mode toggle. It should organize in accordion. Then there are some general requirements. So modern, clean, accessible, responsive styling. It should use SVGs instead of PNGs and JPEGs because these two are not working right now in Bolt. So we have to use SVGs if needed. Then it should use icon lib if needed. So it can choose on its own what makes sense. Then we want some nice animation and effects. The color scheme. Yeah, I've chosen something like Bolt itself with this magenta. Then I tell it to make sure all features working in the preview, as well as it implements a base path because we want to deploy it on GitHub Pages and not directly on the root of a domain. So you will see later why this matters. So what I mostly do with the first initial prompt is to enhance it. So there's an icon here on the bottom. Just click it and it will enhance the prompt. So as you see, it restructured it, rephrased it, and yeah, hopefully it fits best for this model then as well. So let's just fire it up. Then I can check here while it is implementing. Scroll down. And here we go. So there's our simple app. Everything working here. Can open and close. The language toggle is here, but not working and also not looking very good. Let's try to fix this. Fix the language toggle is not working and the styling is not very nice. Let's see what we get. Okay, it's doing some styles in the size TSS, as we can see. And here we go. It's not looking really bad. Yeah, it's looking a bit better. So we have this hover effect. This looks a bit better. And the translation is working. What is good. So let's fix the background for the dropdown. Do a dark background for the dropdown and make sure the contrast between font and background is good and accessible. So I will show here the whole process. I will not cut everything out, so you have the full overview how I implement it. So maybe we see some errors, we try to fix it. Let's see. Okay, this looks better. Still working. Looks like there is an icon or something behind the language drop down. I don't know. But let's ignore this for now. You could try to fix it. Let it fix by the AI if you want. So let's go with some more features. I want the second navigation point with the code snippets. And this is the prompt for it. Implement a second page providing command snippets like test curls to verify provider APIs are working. So this is a topic we have very often in the community, that there's a generic error, and yeah, you have to verify if the API is working without BOLT. So it makes sense to have something like that in the official docs as well. Okay, then what else do we got? Implement a button to copy the snippets directly from the UI. And we want a proper navigation in the header with the language toggle. We already got it. And yeah, the FAQ should stay the home page. And this logo and here text, not a logo, should link to the home page. So let's fire it up. And check here the enhance prompt. So it's on you how often you iterate, let it implement features. You have to see how it goes. Okay, it created the commands, HTML. See here, it's still implementing, so you're not able to click on another file. You can click, but it's hopping back to the current file it implements. Okay, now it implemented these commands here, but we get an error. So let's just paste it here. And hopefully it fixes it. You can also open the DevTools with right click, inspect here on the bottom, or press F12 on your keyboard. And then you can see in the, let me extend it a bit, here in the console tab, if there are any errors. Here is one. Don't know if this makes any difference for our app. I will ignore it for now, but you also see what's BOLT is doing at the moment. Okay, the command window is still not working. So let's just paste this error there and add some text. The command page is still not working, and I also get error in the console. Paste it, fix it. So as you see, it's always writing all files again. So yeah, that's why it takes so long, and it also sends the whole chat history and the whole project to the provider. So this is a big problem at the moment, and you can exceed your rate limits very fast. So hopefully this will be fixed in future releases of BOLT. So it looks like this is still not working. Let's take a look here. In the white config, you can see something. What is wrong? Okay, it's a switch. So not always use the base paths, just in production. We told it before. So it removed it then later because in the initial prompt we saw the base URL here, the base folder within the local host URL. Let's try again, paste the error here, make sure the command page is accessible via the navigation and works properly. Let's tell it to refactor the code and make sure everything works. Refactor the code and make sure everything is working as expected. Should be finished soon. Still not working. I think I see the problem. It still has the base path within here. So I don't know where it comes from. Is production. I think this is the problem. Because the URL here in the preview is not localhost and it's checking for localhost here. So let's tell it to use environment variable to tell if it is production or not. Don't use localhost to check if it is localhost or not. Instead, use .env file and set it there for now. Let's see if it fixes it. And hopefully we don't get any problems later than on deployment to GitHub Pages. Okay, we see here the dev mode. Variable is loading. Checks for true. And I got an error, but this is something else. Yeah, just can parse. I guess the example. This time we got here the auto recognition for the error, so we can just ask BOLT to fix it and then pass it to the LLM. So I just show the full process here of implementing it. So let me know in the comments if you like it or not, or if I should cut this and prepare a working example so it works on the first go and not iterate so much. Yeah, would be interesting to know what you prefer. And also what other topics you maybe have I should cover in other videos. Let's see. We still have a problem. Don't know why it's not working that well today. Let's quickly take a look to the command HTML if we can see a problem here. Guess the syntax here is a little bit, here's a problem. So as you can see here, this data attribute is highlighted correctly in blue. And if we go a little bit more to the right, there's a new data attribute which is not recognized as data attribute. So there's something wrong here, I guess, with this quoting here of the example command. Let's just copy this and tell it to fix it. I guess the problem is in this code and the quotes for the example are not correct. Please, don't need to, please verify it and fix the problems. So as you see, it helps if you have a little bit of understanding at least about HTML, JavaScript, yeah, styles, CSS to help out the AI to fix it, because sometimes it's not possible to fix it just with the errors. At least at this current state. Maybe in 2 or 3 months or half a year, it's getting way better. And now it's working. So we got it running. Perfect. We see the examples. Let's see. Okay, the copy button is not working at the moment. Let's test the rest. This is working. Language toggle still working. Works. Okay. Command. Okay, then let's just try to fix this error. And if this is working, we should focus on the GitHub deployment. Do we have an error here when clicking the copy button? Yes, we do. So let's just copy everything, paste it here. I always do this dashes before I write something on my own then. The copy to clipboard is not working when clicking the copy button. Fix it. So can be sometimes a little bit annoying to iterate over and over again to some such problems, but yeah, you are anyway quite fast to develop a working app, or at least proof of concept to show something. Okay, and now it's working. So let's check. Yeah, we can paste it as you see, so it's working. So that's fine. Let's quickly check the other features. Yeah, working. Commands, language switch, working. Perfect. Then let's check the config here again. Okay. So as you see here, I just have JavaScript files, so we don't need this next prompt. This is just if it creates JSX files, then they needed to transpile to JavaScript files because the web server cannot deliver JSX files. So we can check this for now. So we have a working app here, and yeah, now we try to deploy it to GitHub Pages. Let's go to the next headline, which is GitHub deployment. At first, yeah, let's check the settings. So we can use the push directly to GitHub from Bolt. So here in the connections, you can set up your connection to GitHub. So you just paste your GitHub username and your personal access token here. In case you don't know how to get it, I pasted here the URL to go to the settings, and here's also, if you click on this icon here, you get a description, detailed description with a screenshot what permissions you need. But let's do this together right now. So you can use the link, or you go to your profile, go to settings here on the right side, then go all the way down to developer settings. Then click personal access tokens on the left and then token classic. As you see, I already got one, but we can just create a new one so you saw it. I have to authenticate, so let's just do that. I need to use my phone. Maybe you don't see it because you don't have multi-factor enabled, but yeah, I have enabled it, so let's do this quickly. Oh, that's wrong. Okay, and we are in, so we can give it a name, so BOLT test in my case. You can give it an expiration, so yeah, choose as you want. I don't need it, so I will delete it after the video. So, and for permissions, we just need to toggle this one and it will automatically toggle these. So the other checkboxes you don't need. Let's check again. Yeah. Then go to the bottom, click generate token, and there you see your access token. As I said, I will delete it, so it doesn't matter if you can see it right now, because it's not working when publishing this video. Okay, go here to personal access token, copy it in, click connect. Oh, I think I did not copy correctly. Yeah, and we are connected. So connection established, that's okay. Then we can go back here to the code tab, and on the top right corner you see push to GitHub. So you can click it now. As you see, you have to provide a GitHub repository. So you just need the name of the GitHub repository. So it will not create one if you don't have it already. So what we need to do is go back to your GitHub account here on the right side, go to your repositories, create a new one. Then we don't need a template, we need a name. And that's what I meant before. The name needs to be the same as the base path. In this case, it has chosen to name it BOLT.DIY, which would be okay, but in my case, let me quickly check. I already have this used. Did I? Let me quickly check repositories. Yes, I have cloned the original stack blitz, so this will not work for me. We can also verify here. So it says no. I already used it, so we have to change it. So I will do bolt.faq YouTube. Copy this. And you also need to change it here before publishing. So this base path needs to be the same here and here for the repository name. Okay, then we go quickly back to Bolt, save this. Here should be no problem, working everything. Yeah. So just one hint, if you do manually changes and then prompt again, it will revert it. So because manually changes are not persisted at the moment. So just the chat history. So you could or should better use the prompting to let it fix. Let's just do this. I change it back until it to use the new base path. Use as base path for production instead of bolt.diy in config.js. So it should change it. Yeah, as I said before, it's a little bit stupid to change all files, but at the moment it is like this. So it just needed this one change, but yeah, it's doing everything again. So it's sending everything to the provider, and the provider gives everything back, all files again. So hopefully we can change this in the next months, I guess. Maybe earlier. And then it will be much faster. So if it can diffs in files and just change one line as well, so it's getting pretty fast. So as you see, it's changed it here. So good, we used the prompt because I forgot this one to change as well. Yeah, so this should be okay now. So our web app is okay. Let's go back to the Git repository. The name is okay and matches the web app. So we need to check here the README file, because there needs to be at least one file in the repo, otherwise Bolt cannot push it, or you can't push it all without pulling first. So just toggle this, nothing to do else. Create this repository now. Okay, so it created it, so we can just copy it from the README, this name here again. Bolt FHQ YouTube, go to Bolt, push to GitHub again, paste this name here, push, wait a little bit, and it says it created, and push the code. So let's go back to Git, then press or refresh the page, and as we see, everything checked in. So we can check this one. We can check the Git project created with the README. We push the code already. And then we can go on with the GitHub pages setup. So you can copy this link. Here's also a screenshot again. Or you can go to settings here on top. Then go to pages here, the left side. And then we need to choose here a deploy from a branch. So that's okay. As we can see here in the screenshot, for you it's a little bit bigger, it's just small here. And we have to choose the main branch here. Root is also okay. And we save. So step 1, okay. Then we need to create an action or workflow. Therefore, again, you can copy this URL to get directly to the page if you need to be, or you can go here to actions on the top. And it's already doing something. I don't know why. There is already a deployment. Let's stop this for now. It's cancelled. And we want to do a new workflow. And then we search for GitHub pages. And there's only one. So GitHub pages checked. We click here on configure. And then there is a YAML file where you can configure everything. So how you want to deploy it, what are the build steps. So we can check this here on the task list, and then You can do manually changes here, and yeah, but for this web app I prepared here a YAML file you can use. Just copy it, and then we will just copy this configuration and paste it here. So what do we got here? So here are a few configurations you can do. So I have configured it to only deploy if I trigger it manually. So, but if you want to deploy always when pushing to the main branch, you can just remove these two comments. So what it basically says, on a push to the main branch, it triggers the deploy. So I don't want this because, yeah, maybe I push something to the main branch, which I don't want to deploy because I just save my work for the next day and the website should work. Okay, what else do we have? So these are standard. Here's the Node.js setup. Make sure the Node.js version is compatible with your setup or set it as you need. In this case, BOLT is working with 22 as here. The web container within BOLT is, I guess, version 18. Let's check. Yeah. But yeah, I have chosen 22 working fine. If it's not working, you get build errors. You will see in a few seconds. You can check and change it if needed. Then here are the build steps. So we just need the npm install and npm run build in our case. If you have additional steps or other steps, you can change it here. So as well as the path where it is deployed to, so the folder where it creates the build. You can also verify this quickly in BOLT if you want. So just go to the terminal here and do npm run build. So that's basically the command we also got here. And it's defined here in the package JSON. Okay, it's doing white build, but it's nearly the same, I guess. But we can also do, let's try white build. In this case, my last project it was npm build. So let's just try it, see what we get. Yeah, it's doing the same. So as you see here, it created this dist folder, and the dist folder is the folder we configured here. So that's okay. Okay, what else do we got? So this is standard. You need to deploy to the GitHub pages. Okay, if we are done, we can just commit our changes here on top right. You can do a commit message. I just leave it as default. Commit and save. And as you see now in your repository, it created this folder .github/workflows where it is stored. So here you can find it if you need to change it. So you can change it when checking out the Git repo or directly here in Git. Just click the edit file and you can change and commit again. So let's go. Let me see. Yeah, we did this one. We adapted the workflow, and then we want to trigger the workflow and check the website. So let's go to actions, and here on the left side you can see our workflow. GitHub Pages deploy site with GitHub Pages is our new created one, and just click here, run workflow, run. And if you click on actions again, we will see it is running now. You can ignore the other ones. I think this is from some other projects maybe, I don't know, or it created a default one. I have to check afterwards. But if we click on this one we created, you see it's building and now it's deploying. So it took 9 seconds to build, and it will quickly deploy it, and maybe it works, or we have to investigate why it's not working. I could imagine it's not working because of the environment variable we set before, but let's check. So as you can see here it provided URL for our page, and okay, it worked. So it set it automatically correct. So here is our deployed page, and let's see if it is working. Okay, the link here on top is not working, so would need some fixes. And the rest is also not working. Okay, so the environment variable is still wrong. It's just, yeah, it can deliver the index page, but everything else is not working. Okay, language chocolate is working, but links to other pages are not working. Okay, then let's see. Let's go back to our workflow. Okay, click here on workflow file as well to see it again, and I'm not sure if we can set here the environment variable as well, but let me check. So I could imagine we can set it here, but for now let's quickly test if it works. We can just change it here in the env file directly. So go to your codebase.env, and we want to disable this. So just edit this file, set it to false. You could also do this within BOLT before pushing to GitHub. So then your preview is not working, but it doesn't matter because you may close it anyway afterwards and re-import the project later from Git and to work on it, and can set it back to true. So okay, then as we don't have the automatically page build for the GitHub pages, we have to rerun everything. You can go again here to the workflows and run it. Run workflow. Refresh the page. And let's see if it works now. So you can check this step as well. So taking a little bit longer. So if you click on build, you can see what it is doing. So you can open the steps, see what's going on. So build is successful, that's good. Let's see if it deploys correctly. You reported success, perfect. Then we can go back to our page. No, this was the old status. So refresh your page with the folder name. Still not working. So we still got an error here. Why it does not have it? Let me check the build again. Let's click the build. Let's see where we could get some more information. Is there something? You can view the raw logs here. It's faster to see. Let's search for command here. Commands. What was the name? Oh, looks like nothing here for commands. Why is that? It should deploy the commands page as well. No. Let's go back to BOLT, and I will move the task list for now here so we can do a little bit bigger window here. Let's check. I think the problem maybe is it did not change the variable here correctly, because we have here the wide def mode, but it's not using the wide def mode here as far as I see. You are not using the mode within the wide.config.js. Here we can see the white mode again. Everything working here. That's okay. Did it change here as well? Yeah, it did. Okay, the problem is now we can't push with this button again to GitHub because we did manually changes in the Git repo, and we needed to pull first from the Git, what is not possible at the moment with BOLT. So I just copied this, or I can copy the whole thing from byte.config.js. We go to GitHub, byte.config.js, edit, paste everything here. Okay, saved and committed. And let's try again if it fixes it. So it can be a little bit tricky at the moment to get everything running. But you also get to know the systems better and learn how to debug it. That's a good thing, I guess. But this is also a thing. I think it can get way better if we can optimize the prompts within BOLT to build specific apps for specific frameworks, so it does it correctly at the beginning. So the project setup. Also, we did not use a starter template for this. So we started from scratch. That's also a problem. So with starter templates, it could get better. So we could give it a try. Let me know in the comments if you want to see another video using starter templates and try to do the same project again. Okay, it deployed. So let's go, can close this. Let's go to the URL again, enter, and no, still not working. I don't know why this is not working correctly. Let me check again. Ah, I see here. The build process did not build the commands page within the this folder. A little bit unlucky. I didn't see this before when we tried it. Let's ask Google to fix it. The build version within the dist folder does not contain all pages. The command HTML is missing and not reachable in production. Let's see what we get now. Okay, still everything working here in the preview. And let's see what it tells, what it changed. So it added invite.config, the build options, and okay, let's just copy this. We can copy the whole thing again. Let's go to the code base, write config, edit it, copy paste everything in, commit changes. Okay, that's done. Let's deploy again. Refresh and see how it goes. Yeah, I already saw it. So the commands is now here in the dist folder, which is very good. The video is going way longer than expected. So I did a quick test this afternoon and it was half the time of it now. But yeah, that's what it is. Sometimes it then takes a little bit longer, and I guess it's the same for you. Sometimes it's working very good. Sometimes you don't get the results you want to get, and yeah, have to work around. So let's refresh the page, the commands, and finally it's working. copy, copy. Let's just copy and try to paste it here. Yeah, so everything working as expected. Language toggle also working. Very good. Let's move the checklist again here. So the last point is how to update or implement further features. So we have done a lot of manual changes. So as I said, it will not work to push from here now. So what I would do is just start with a new project. So we go here to the start page. There's a button here, bottom left, clone a Git repo. Just go to Git again, go to our page, Git repo page, and we just copy this URL. Not this one. This one is not working here. So you need the URL you got in the browser here. Go back to BOLT, clone a Git repo, paste it here. And as you see, it will directly clone it. And yeah, it's working again. So what we can do now is let's try to fix this language drop down toggle bug. Fix the language toggle. There is a magenta dot behind the text. Do a globe icon left of the text as well. So let's see what we get. And we see another problem we sometimes get with Google. It I think if we come close to rate limits, it tries to do or enforce diffs, what is not working with BOLT at the moment. So we didn't have this before, but yeah, now we got this and it breaks everything. So the code is not working anymore. Everything it changed is not working. So let's try and let it fix. Don't do diffs. Always provide the source code of the files. Yeah. Yeah, now we see another error or a mistake. So it's now providing the whole file, but we have these, the first line is wrong. There's a definition what it is, and it should remove it on its own normally. But yeah, as I said, sometimes it bugs out, and then yeah, you have to fix it manually at the moment. So I will just remove it to go on with it. Save. That's a little bit annoying. For this one, it's okay. This one is okay. This one is okay. Style CSS is not okay. So it's wrong for all files. It changed with the last commit. This one is also okay. Let's quickly check everything again. Yeah. Okay. Looking good. Let's go to the preview. Check it again. But it did also not fix this one. So maybe let's change something else to get an update we can push. Add another page to the website called contact and do a contact form within it. So as you see, we already get errors, but this is again because of the file thing I said. We have to remove it. So it could be the case that it's working again if you re-import the project again or continue the next day. I don't know where it comes from, if it is. Yeah, I think it's Google not want to provide the full files because of rate limits. So let's just do this, remove it for now manually. But I know this is a thing the core team of Bolt is working on, and I hope it will get fixed soon. There's a lot of stuff they're working on and currently planning the roadmap. There was something else here. Here, save. Then down here. Yeah, here. Okay, I think we got everything. So preview is not working because it did not run the server. So we can manually start, install and start it. And we got our contact page here. Perfect. Okay, let's try and push again, I would say. So let's copy the name from here again. Then go back to code, push to Git, paste the name of the repo. And everything pushed. So go back to repo, refresh, and we see here just committed now. Go back to actions, to our workflow, and run it again. And as soon as it is done, we will see our contact page here. I think about 30 seconds in total, but let's see. Yeah, was a good estimation. And we're done. So contact form is here. Yeah, this one is not working, but yeah, you know how to fix it and to update the GitHub pages now. Okay, so let's go to the task list again. Okay, so we got everything. Perfect. Took, as I said, a long time, but yeah, finally we got it. And yeah, that's the way it works at the moment. So hopefully this was helpful for you. And yeah, like and subscribe. Let me know if you got problems. join the community, and let me know in the comments if you need other videos with, I don't know. Tell me what content you need for fixing your problems. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.